You're missing a secret history of daily survival that changed the world. Everyone thinks of ancient Persia as a land of empires and grand architecture. But deep within its sun-drenched landscapes, a more intimate, vital story unfolded. A story of gardens, not just as symbols of power, but as everyday havens, essential for life itself. For the common person living thousands of years ago in what is now Iran, a garden was far more than a pretty space. It was a lifeline. It dictated what you ate, how you kept cool, and even how you understood your place in the universe. Imagine living in a land where water was scarce and the sun beat down relentlessly. Every drop was precious. How would you create a sanctuary, a place of peace and sustenance from such unforgiving conditions? The ancient Persians mastered this art. Their solution was the *Chahar Bagh asterisk, literally 4 gardens. This wasn't just an aesthetic choice. It was a brilliant engineering feat, designed to maximize every bit of water and offer a profound sense of order in a chaotic world. The core idea was simple: divide a square or rectangular plot into 4 smaller sections using intersecting paths and water channels. This created a miniature, self-sustaining ecosystem. It was the blueprint for paradise, right at home. These gardens weren't just for the wealthy. While grand palaces certainly had elaborate ones, even a modest household would strive to replicate this principle on a smaller scale, making their own private oasis. The water channels, often lined with tiles, were more than decorative. They were the arteries of the garden, carrying life-giving water to every plant. They also created a cooling effect through evaporation, a natural air conditioner in the desert heat. And the sound? The gentle murmur of flowing water was a constant lullaby, a soothing presence. In a world without constant noise, this was pure, unadulterated tranquility, a balm for the soul. What grew in these gardens was a testament to practicality and pleasure. Fruit trees like pomegranates, figs, and dates provided essential nutrition and shade. Herbs for medicine and cooking were carefully cultivated. Flowers weren't just for beauty. Roses, beloved in Persian culture, were used for rosewater, perfumes, and even culinary delights. Every plant had a purpose, often multiple purposes, woven into the fabric of daily life. The shade provided by trees was invaluable. Families would gather under them during the hottest parts of the day, sharing meals, telling stories, and finding respite from the oppressive sun. It was a communal living room outdoors. This blending of utility and beauty wasn't accidental. The Persians believed that a well-ordered garden reflected the divine order of the cosmos. It was a microcosm of heaven on earth, a place where humans could connect with nature's harmony. Even the pathways had meaning. They represented the journey of life, leading to a central fountain or pavilion, a destination of peace. Walking through a garden was a meditative experience, a quiet reflection. The concept of paradise itself, *paradisa* in Old Persian, originally meant a walled garden. It wasn't some ethereal, distant concept. It was a tangible, physical space they built and lived within every day. This idea of an enclosed, protected natural space permeated Persian culture, influencing everything from poetry to architecture. It was a fundamental part of their identity, a source of pride and comfort. Think about how profoundly different this is from our modern understanding of gardens, often seen as a luxury or a hobby. For the ancient Persians, it was integrated into the very fabric of survival. They understood the psychological power of green spaces, even without our scientific terms. The sight of thriving plants, the scent of blossoms, the sound of water, these were necessities for well-being, not just amenities. These gardens also served as social hubs. Neighbors would exchange cuttings, share gardening tips, and gather for festivals. They were places of community building, fostering connections in a demanding environment. Even in times of conflict, these gardens offered a psychological refuge. While empires rose and fell, the quiet rhythm of planting, growing, and harvesting continued, providing a sense of stability amidst change. The legacy of the Persian garden is far-reaching. It influenced Islamic gardens across the world, from the Alhambra in Spain to the Mughal gardens of India. Its principles of order, beauty, and utility spread far beyond its borders. So the next time you see a manicured lawn or a public park, take a moment to consider its ancient roots. Consider how a simple human need for solace and survival in a harsh land blossomed into one of humanity's most enduring and beautiful creations. The humble Persian garden reminds us that even in the most challenging environments, human ingenuity and our innate desire for beauty can transform scarcity into abundance, and create paradise right at home. What other daily survival secrets from ancient civilizations would surprise you most?